Hello folks, here to show you how to keep working up your body and get your arms into place. So looking at our stitches here after we have created our tail, you've got two options. So this is our first stitch. This technically isn't a stitch because it's just the base of the chain from your tail. This one right here, I don't know if you can see that beside my thumbnail, is tiny, is your second stitch. But once you fold the tail down and move it out the way, it's easy missed, it's easy tucked in underneath. So you can either do 1, 2, miss that one and put your third one here, or if you're confident, maybe with a chunkier yarn, it might be easier. First one into here, flip the tail over, second stitch into there, and then third. I'm going to do it the second way, just to show you that the tail can be moved out the way enough to locate that stitch. So we're going to single crochet into our first one here. Place my stitch marker. Now I'm going to move this tail out of the way, open up that stitch at the bottom there, and place my second stitch in there. So that's 2, and then carry on around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. That brings us back there. Tails folded down and secured into place up to row 6. You want to do another, where am I? Another 3 rows, so up to row 9 of the body. So I'll pause the video, I'll add some stuff into my legs and work up to round 9, and I'll come back and we can go into the decrease round of round 10. Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry, battery was away to die, so I had to get the power bank. Right, I have gotten up to row 9. Now we're going to go on to a decrease round to start bringing up the shape of the body. So we're going to invisible decrease into the first loop. Have I gone over? I don't think I've gone over invisible decreases with you yet. Okay, so now I can teach you how to do invisible decrease. Invisible decrease. What we need to do is go into the first stitch front loop only as such, and then directly over to the next one front loop only. So you have to kind of twist your hook around to get in there. So I'll show you again. Front loop only from front to back. Bring your hook around, under and up and under the next front loop only. Grab your yarn, pull it through those front 2 loops, and then complete your single crochet as you normally would. Now what I do after an invisible decrease in the next stitch is I work into the front loop only for that one as well, and it just limits any chance of kind of gaps forming. So we are going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So front loop only for this one directly after the decrease. 1, and then under both as normal for the next one. 2, and then 3. And then we're going to invisible decrease again. Under that front loop only. round and under the next stitch front loop only, grab your yarn and pull it through those front 2 loops, yarn over and finish your single crochet. Front loop only for the next one, 1, both loops for the second one, 2, both for the third, 3. Okay, decrease again, front loop only, round, next front loop only, under the 2 and pull through. Front loop only for that first stitch, and then 2 and 3 as normal, decrease, front loop only, 1, 2, 3, decrease, front loops, and then 1, 2 and 3, and then one more decrease, 2 front loops, front loop only on this one, and then 2 and 3 and that takes us down to 24 stitches. So we're just starting to taper in that waist, coming up to where we're going to do the arms. So we're going to do rounds 11 to 14, just 1 single crochet in each stitch, 24 stitches for each round, and then we'll do another decrease at 15. So I'll go get caught up to 14 and then I'll restart the video. Right, here we are at row 14 of the body, and we're going to go and do another decrease. So same as before, invisible decrease to start with. Sorry, try to get some focus. Here we go. Front 2 loops, pull through, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, but first one after is front loop only. So 1 and then under both for 2, decrease, front loop only, and normal, decrease, front loop only, normal, sorry, ended up with a little knot there, there we go. Decrease, front loop only, normal, decrease, front loop only, normal, decrease, front loop only, normal. That is giving you 18 stitches now. Now we've got 2 rows of 18 stitches to go. Sorry, I was just referring to my notes, which are all beside me. So we're going to do a normal round of 18. I'm just going to keep recording because we need to attach the arms on round 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right, now the arms come into play. So I'll take that out. I've got my 2 arms here, which I've just very lightly stuffed. I say in the written pattern, you can leave them unstuffed if you want. Just don't stuff them full. Because if you stuff them full, when you attach them to the body, they're going to stay like this the whole time. Whereas if they're loosely stuffed and there's nothing in this end bit, that'll fold down just slightly, and even more so if there is absolutely no stuffing in them at all. So you may have done this before, may not have. Like I said at the very beginning, I wanted to create a pattern where you didn't have to make lots of pieces and then sew them together. This is something that I've always struggled with. I just can't get them in the right place. I've tried pinning and following the instructions to a T, and it still doesn't work. So this is why I came up with this pattern. Now, by my notes, I should start attaching the first arm at stitch number 5. This is a guideline, same as the tail. If you feel that it's not going to be in the right place from where you finished off your last stitch, shift it. You'll know by looking where you want it to be. Just juggle your stitches around. There's no decreases or anything in this round, so you can put them wherever you want. So we're going to go 1, place that stitch marker in there, 2, 3, and 4. Now what we do is we take an arm. I tend to have the tail in the middle at the back here because then it tucks in easier. I'm going to go through both sides of the arm with my hook, and then I'm going to go into the next stitch of my body. So I've got the arm on there and I've gone through the body. Come through the body and through the arm and create a single crochet. Do that again. Find the next 2 stitches on here. Find the next stitch on your body. Through, pull it all the way through to the front, single crochet. So 4 times, because you finished with 8 stitches on your arms. So obviously half of that is 4, and you folded your arm in half into the next one, and I've tucked that tail out the way so that'll be locked into place now. That's number 3, and then the last one, number 4, on the edge there. Next stitch and pull it through. Tuck that tail inside there, and to me, I'm happy. That looks like the side of my body. Okay, now I am going to single crochet until stitch 13. So we finished on stitch 8 there. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pick up the next arm through the first 2 stitches of the half. Oop. Look at your body, find the next stitch to go into, which is here. Grab the yarn, stitch it into place. Next one's on here. Next stitch into place. 3rd time through. Next stitch, and then the last one through there. Last stitch on there. Lock, and then we've just got 1 more single crochet, and that completes our 18 single crochets of that round. And there you go, your little arms are crocheted into place nice and secure, no worries of them coming off or stitches coming undone. I just love how neat it all makes it without faffing about with sewing things on. Our next round is a decrease. This is building up now, coming up the shoulders and building the neck. So sorry, I was just reading my notes again. If you ever hear me go silent, it's because I'm just... My notes, I'll show you briefly. Oh, they've all fallen out of my book, it's ridiculous. I don't keep anything neat, unfortunately. They don't always match up, and I may have written them ages ago and then had to adapt them as I go, which I have been doing. So this pattern's absolutely fine. So decrease on 18. We're going to be decreasing to 12 now. So we're always in the front loop only for this next lot of stitches on this round, because you've only got one single crochet between your decreases, and that will be in the front loop. So everything is in the front loop. So decrease. Get that stitch marker in there. There we go. And then front loop only of the next one. Decrease. Front loop only. So because you've single crocheted these into place, you've got all your stitches sitting bonny on top there. What did I do there? Decrease one, decrease one. So decrease over the next ones. And then front loop only, decrease, front loop only, decrease, front loop only, decrease, and front loop only into that last one there. And that is bringing up our shoulders. We're going to do 2 rows of 12, and then you're going under both loops for these. I'm not going to place my stitch marker, I'll just count as I go, otherwise it just gets in my way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then one more round of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoop, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And that is the 2 rows of my neck. So this is how my little cat is looking just now. Arms are in place. I'll go and add some stuff into the body here. This is what I use to push my stuffing down. It's a Tunisian crochet hook, but it's just nice and smooth, and this metal bit at the end is great for pushing stuffing into all the places you want it to go. And then if I had too much stuffing in, I would either use the hook part of this or take my original crochet hook, go in, hook it and pull it out, and shuggle it about to where I'm going. So I'm going to stop the video here, and then I will start a new video for building the head, adding on the ears, facial features, etc. Okay.